morning! I am somewhere in this room that's not on camera. Spooky, right? Anyways, I just wanted to share one of my pending projects I've been working on for a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, depending. Brain fog is real. I got this lovely plaid style shawl, scarf, whatever this piece of square fabric that it is, from a garage sale nearby my neighborhood. And I like it very much, and I like to imagine to turn this whole thing into a very warm, very seasonal poncho. So what I did is that I laid out the square. I also cut a piece of muslin fabric as my lining. And thanks to the very simple parent design, I'll be able to figure out my circle is gonna be, which is right over here. You can see my pointer right there. And that's gonna be what my hair will go through. Now I did some measurements beforehand, and it would be very beneficial if I cut a little slit that will point towards to this embroidered lettering over there, and that's where it is going to be. The goal is making the slit long enough so I'll be able to go through my head thoroughly, but not too long, or otherwise some parts of my chest will be exposed, so to speak. And I thought of a creative method to use the leftover circle to create like a little flap to cover the slit, and then close it with some kind of like a buttonhole, hook and eyes. It depends what I have in my stash, or if I'm being a little bit fancy here and there. But yeah, I hope I get this done sometime before the holidays. And thankfully I'm in slow season at work, so extra time to do so. But sometimes life happens, and things always get away with your plans. But I'll do my best to stay on top of things, and from time to time I'll share my progress with you throughout this time frame. So now I think the first thing I would do, if I could zoom in real quick, here we go. So the first thing to do is to carefully cut the circle out, as you can see right here. And then I will have both fabrics face right sides together, and sew a 1/4-inch seam allowance around the circle. And then I'll be able to either sew all the edges of the scarf thing over here, or the idea that I may have is to cut the circle, cut the open of the slit, and sew a 1/4-inch seam allowance starting here all the way around, and one stitch line down over here and stop. And then I'll be able to sew all the edges around. And this section over here will be leaving like an opening, so I'll be able to turn inside out and give it a nice and professional finish. Those are the two ideas I have in my mind right now, and I'll decide which one I'm gonna go with once I'm done recording. So anyway, that's the update for now. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take it easy, and do yourself a favor and do something fun that you enjoy. Hey, bye-bye. Hello, I'm back again. Alright, so as you see, I'm just starting to make my marks around the circle and the slit that I wanted to make. And as you can see, I used some couple of tailor's chalk to make my little circle around. And I actually use this nice paper circle here as my template. Luckily, I have a perfect shape to make this template and to transfer the circle where the hole I wanted to be. So that's actually pretty cool. I really like that very much. So yeah. So now I'm not sure if you can see the tailor's chalk over here, but I can definitely see it right now, but some of you don't, but that's okay. Just believe me that the marks are there. So what I'm gonna do is using this awesome the Mercedes of fabric scissors. I'm going to very carefully cut the circle, and then after that, if I could zoom in a little bit so you can see the slit that's gonna be. I'm going to carefully start cutting from here to where this point is at. You can barely see, and the blue-tailed shark is not of good quality, but it still works for me. That goes, I don't have bad eyesight. But anyways, so yeah, and I do a lot of pins. If I can zoom out again, there's a lot of pins going around because I do not want to do any shifting around with the fabric. Because it will look nice and professional, well done, if they are caught at the same way. So I'm going to go full with bravery to cut this circle and slit out, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, let's do this. All right, I came victorious. The circle and the slit has been successfully cut, and as you can see, if I show a sample over here, this is what the circle is left over. Still pins intact, so that way none of the fabric has been gotten away from me. It's stay nice and put for the time being until I'm ready to use this. Yep. And so I forgot to mention from the last take. So as you see, the slit has been opening right over here. When I measure my forehead around, it measures about 23 or 24 inches, so roughly about 2/3 of a yard. And the circle, the type of circle that I cut from, is about roughly like 18 inches circumference, maybe 21. It's somewhere between those numbers. And the reason why I want to add the slit in is because, one, I want to make sure that the majority of my body is nice and covered for the harsh winters to come. And two, in true of thrifting and waste not, want not method, I'm going to use this circle to create my flap once we have everything all sewed up. So at this point, this is going to be like try and error to make sure I'll be able to get my head through the hole, and the slit is okay, help me to provide some room to get my head through. So I may cut more depending, but I don't want to cut too much, or otherwise it would be a big slit to manage, and I do not want that. I want to make sure it's as seamless as possible, and I have enough material for my actual circle to cover the slit when needed. So yeah. So that's the update so far. I'm going to try this on a couple of times to make sure I like the length of the slit. And then we'll just go on to sew the line and the main fabric all together, some of the slits. And then, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I am looking forward. This is going to be fun. Alright, see y'all later. Bye-bye. Hello! Alright, so as you can see, first try. Able to take it off, and now I'm hiding within the poncho, soon to be poncho. And then I'm able to put it back on. The power of the slits. So yeah, got my first try, no trials needed. I thought it would take me about at least 3 trials to make sure I got the slit right, but no, you can see here it's perfect. And as I'm looking at it right now, it's actually that I really wanted to look like. It still gives me enough coverage, but not too much coverage that it kind of chokes me a bit. I don't like that kind of feeling. And yeah, I'm very excited. Woohoo! So now the next step is to get the edges finished and get it nice and cool, or warm, or whatever the expression may be. All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm excited. All right. So as you can see right here, I have both of these fabrics facing right sides together, and I just carefully line up the edges and pin them all accordingly. And there's gonna be a lot of pins involved because I don't want the fabric to be shifting on me like crazy. So in case of why there's so many pins around, that would be why. And we're also gonna be sewing on the bias. So when I get to the sewing part, I'm also gonna take my time, make sure all the stitches are even all the way around. And now we'll get to the next part of making the flap for covering up the slit. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll get the sewing machine ready to go. Alright, see you all later. Hello! Alright, so as you can see, the machine is fully ready. Case in point. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do a simple about a quarter of an inch or about 3/8 of a seam allowance. So wherever this measure foot, try again. Wherever there's a needle, between the needle and wherever this side of the presser foot would be. And I'm gonna see if I can bring it closer. You can see my ring. This is like a really awkward situation. But no. So you can see my knee over here and the edge of the presser foot. That's gonna be my seam allowance for the poncho. And in addition, since I'm using a single patchwork sewing machine, it has some zigzag and overlock options. So even with or without the single, I can actually just finish up the raw seams very nicely. And that is good because we want to protect the seams for going on fraying, or to fray. So yeah, let me get in position. I'm gonna spend some couple of moments as I sew along, and you can see me sewing for the first time. First time for everything. And yeah. And then I'll meet you on the other side once I got everything all sewed up together. See here, there we go. Yep. I go for the highest speed setting on this. I've been using this for many years now, so I am familiar with the settings, my stitching options, and basically know my machine inside and out. So with that, I'll be able to guide the fabric through the machine. And if you happen to see vibrations going on in the video, don't be alarmed. The table still supports this kind of sewing machine, and I'm not putting like any heavy objects onto the table. But it vibrates so much. Someday I'll get a stabilized sewing machine table to replace. But for now, this will suffice for the time being. So traffic's over here. Alright, now we get to the end. Alright. Now I'll bring a little piece up here. I always use a leader. Whoop! Oh no! It dropped! Let me grab that again. This is what I call a leader for my sewing machine. And it's really helpful because you do not want to have like bunch up sewing threads into your projects. Using this one will help to, one, get it started, and two, sometimes you need a little more oomph to get your your fabric going through. You can tug it, and that helps you, get through the machine. I find that really helpful, and, yeah. I use it all the time. So, I may put the example right here as I start to sew in the slit. Get machine going, and I grab hold of my lead over here and just gently tug it through. Oh, let me make sure that the edges all line up. There we go. All right, hold on the leader, gently tug through. Yo, how's that sound? How's that sound? We're going to get the buckle here. So let's be very careful. Nice and easy. I am so grateful I built the patience for this. Otherwise, I'll rage quit. Alright. Now we got the edges in. Just gonna stop the layer here. And then there we go. Oh, I realize we have some couple of pleats going on here, so we need to rip some seams through. These things happen, so that's okay. There we go. So I need to restitch this one again. Right. And this time, I think I will sew to this direction this time, following the seam. See, we'll make it nice and flat as possible. Okay. This one. we are. And looks like it's smooth for the front as well. Sweet. Alright. So once I'm satisfied with the stitching, I'm gonna do a zigzag or overlock stitch. And then we'll turn it inside out, and then we'll see how it looks like for now. I will fast forward the next row of stitching, so we won't lose up any of the time. In the meantime, enjoy a nice little speed run of me sewing the edges together. Or finishing the edges together. Okay, I hope the camera get this. It's a little bit awkward angle, but we'll make do. So I already sewed the seam allowance, both the regular stitch and the overlock stitch, and this is what it looks like so far. And I just recently pressed the seams down, so we'll give like a nice crisp finish, as you can see right here. There's something I'll show on camera, but I'm gonna do a stay stitch. And what a stay stitch is that I pull the fabric box open, and I'm gonna be stitching down where it connects to the lining. This is so that as you put the garment on, the line will not be picking out whatsoever. You'll see the main fabric, and that's what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna do the nice stay stitch to make a nice and finish, and then I will show you what the poncho looks like so far. Peace. Hello again. All right, so this is gonna be the last update for the time being for today, because I have to go to work in a couple of hours. No rest for the wicked. But before I do, I just want to show you the progress so far for this awesome third poncho right here. So yeah, so it's on the dress form right now, as you can see right here. So it's beginning to take its shape, and I really like it how it looks so far. I'm super excited to wear it once I got everything finalized. Now, this is one of those cases when you first wear the garment for the first time, couple of times, and you have like a million ideas coming at you like crazy, to the point that it gets to be overwhelming. So at times like this, it's important to stand back, take a break, do something else like doing chores. We're gonna work at that point. So yeah. So I know I want to do some kind of a closing for the sleeve right here, so it'd be like nice and seamless, and that's what the actual circle is gonna be used for. I may want to do some couple more row of stitching, so we have a little fun stitch detail going on. And instead of probably sew these two layers together, I kind of want to keep them separate. So that means I got to hem up the muslin fabric right there. So in the meantime, the poncho is going to stay on the dress form for a little bit. And then when inspiration strikes, I'll keep you guys posted. Alright. So on the flip side, love you all. Bye-bye.